Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the awareness session of Level Zero. So, I have a list of points to inform you about how to conduct this, how to participate in this game jam, and what is our community, and what's the game jam Level Zero is about. So, if you think I am going too fast or going too slow, just raise your hands and tell me that just slow down. And if you have any questions, please ask at any time. So first of all, I will. My name is Sarindra Singh, and I'm a second year undergraduate from University of Colombo School of Computing, and following a computer science degree. And I'm also a Unity developer and very interested in game design. And let's start off with today's session. So first of all, what is LevelStair? So LevelStair is a community we built to foster a new talent regarding game development, designing, animation, and even VFX and SFX artist. So even if you're a complete newbie or a professional, you can be part of the community, support each one another, and network with each others. Ask what other people can do, and know their talents, and see their amazing work. And Level Zero is an event we started hitting off on this November 4th, and it's a game jam for specifically targeting beginners. So by beginners, we are assuming that you either know a bits and pieces about how to use a game engine, or how you are not completely unfamiliar with game development, but you're very interested in creating your own game. And that's what Level Zero comes in. You can participate, you can learn and create. So what's the difference between a normal game jam and a hackathon? So the hackathon is a very familiar term in an IT career. So hackathon is normally a competitive programming challenge where you have to code for a limited time limited for a time limited event, and you're getting tough questions. But in a game jam, you are given a game jam starts off with a theme, and from starting to ending, you have to make a game under that specific theme. So it is also time limited, where times can range from the least time game jam I know is Try Jam, which is only 3 hours. 3 hours to create your own game with audios, visuals, and other mechanics. And the maximum I know is LevelStair itself with 2 weeks. And average most physical game jams can range from 48 hours. So in here with Level Zero, our target is for 2 weeks from November 4th to November 17th, and you have a full 14 days of development of your own game. So who can participate is the next question, where almost anyone can participate. There are no restrictions and no skill levels and no prerequisites. You can learn while you create the game. And everything related to Level Zero happening is completely online. There are no physical events related to Level Zero. And you can participate either as a solo dev, where you create your own game, and as a group, where you at most 3 members or at least 2 members. So let me share my screen. So you can see that this is our engine page. So this section will show you how much time left in each round. That means each area, where this first countdown will show you how much time left for November 4th, 12 a.m. And once this day and time is reached, it will next show how much time left for the deadline of November 17th to November 17th midnight. And once this timer hits zero and this day time is reached, this area where it says leave jam, it will shows It shows a new button saying submit your game. So you can hit the submit button, and it will guide you through how you should submit your game. We are specifically requiring you to submit a WebGL game, and I will show you what the WebGL games look like. And also note that there will be hints of what the game jam is in this meeting and in our past posts. And okay, you can see all the rules and judging criteria. And here is the next one, because if you are participating as team or a solo developer, you can fill the Google form link in here, and it will require your email and your name that needs to be in your certificate, and couple of other details such as, in if you are submitting as a team, which account submits the game, because we submit only one account from a team should submit the single game, and you should enter the game name and the account name of that submission and the members related to the group. And next up is how the game jam works after the link. So in this day and time, you are officially started the development of a project. You know the game jam theme. For example, in this example, we will take the game jam theme is chickens. So when you took chickens as a game jam theme, you can think of a chicken in space, or chicken in a underwater chicken, or any basically anything. But the game should represent some element that resembles a chicken, and that's what means by adhering to rules. So these are the judging criteria. So these are the judging criteria. First, we will see how you interpret the theme, and next the fun factor, and whether it's how the players would feel about playing this game again, and finally the creativity and audios and visuals. So note that when you're this is a very limited time event, since you are learning and creating at the same times. So uh, you are given enough time, ample time to learn while you are creating your own project. So you can follow any tutorials or any resources on in the online, and create your own game. And these criteria are voted upon. So once the deadline reached, that means once this deadline is reached, you can no longer submit. And after that, you have the time frame from 18th November midnight and up to 21st November to vote on other participants' projects. So when voting on them, please keep a standard to yourself, like this is how I should vote. So these are the things I think that should be relevant to these criterias, and I think that these should be I follow. These are very well implemented. So if you think like this game interpreted the theme very accurately, and I really enjoy it, and the audios and visuals are very appealing, you vote them on at a higher number. So higher the number, higher the value, and the margin average of these values will be used as to choose the winner. And finally, as you can see here, that you will get a certificate, and every participant will receive a LevelStair certificate regarding your participation regarding level 0, and winners and will receive a unique post about regarding their game, and they will have a review in our YouTube channel regarding how a player would react for that game, the winner's game. And finally, all the participants' games will be in a compilation in a single YouTube video, while the winners game with the play game link will be posted to our social media, such as in Facebook, Instagram, and our LinkedIn. And finally, you can use any game engine or platform, such as you can use Unity, Unreal, Roblox, or game maker studio, Godot, and or even your own programming language such as Java. There is we have a member that's doing a project, a game project using Java in our community. And yeah, so those are the basics of what you need to be aware of creating a game with in the game jam level 0. And remember that this is the time limited event, and 2 weeks or 14 days is not much time for you to learn and create a very high level game. So you have to realize that this time frame is very limited and prioritize on building the core mechanics of the game. For example, if you took a car game and it's your theme is to make a racing game, and the thing is that you first need to implement the car to be drivable. So when I press WASD keys or arrow keys, the car should move in the direction specified by the gameplay. And the next thing is that next I will add the mechanics of how I give the player some values. So if you drift for this amount of times and you get this much of points. And the game over is when you hit the car more than 5 times. So those are some priority given parts. At first you implement the car, how the car moves, then you implement how the scoring system, and likewise. So I personally don't recommend that prioritizing audios and visuals at the first time, because just to get the things done, get the main mechanic done, and then move on to the audios and visual. Then apply a cool background music, and then apply some engine driving sounds when you press both two arrow keys at once. Then apply some other visual elements such as particle effects, smokes when drifting. Those are some later on. Those are to be done at the later end of the development. So remember that 14 days, it's not too much time, and utilize every second of it. And finally, I will show you a game. For example, this is a single site. So it's in this situation, I have created the play in browser category and free. And during the game jam, I want you to apply for a free category, and later on, after the game jam, you can add payment if you want. But let's say like Cosmobeat. So so he has like there is a Windows update and a Linux version as well, Windows version and Linux version, and this is the browser version. So you can run the game right here and see there are. So this is the game. So your first game doesn't need to be this perfect, but you can use this to get some inspiration or any idea of how it can be. So he has a cutscene. So right. So my first game jam is also something my first game jam is the also reason I got done my first game. So I will show you about it as well. So let me select that one. So this is my first game, and let me show you the jam page. So this is the game jam I participated, and as you can see, and the time is over, and you can see that there is a theme and a game mechanic. So the theme is zombies, and the game mechanic is power up. So you can comment on people's creations, their games, and tell them what you feel about them. Give an honest review how you enjoyed or any criticism if there is. So you can see the submissions what the other people gave from here, and you can see which ones you rated and which ones you not. So this is the game I created, and you can see that the scoring is not the best, but I have added some screenshot how the game looks, and Another, and these are the ratings I received from the community, from the people who voted to me. And you can see the rating distribution right here, and you can leave a comment. For example, if I go to the main game page, so you can see here's to play the game, and you can see here that there's a criticism like a bit glitchy and has a lot of problems with acceleration. I could get a score of the game over. So those are some bugs or errors or features that's not completed. So it's okay if there are features that you wanted to implement but you didn't have time, and there are bugs in counting pro parts or any other places. But the submission should be playable in browser. When I mean playable, it should be playable. Like it should not stuck. It can be glitchy. It can be it can be boring, it can be not added to theme, but still it should be playable in the browser. So this is another criticism. It's W speed up for a time and then I slow down again. But there may be some bugs even after submission. But if it runs in your if it runs in your engine, if for example, if you're using Unity and if it works there, and then there's the high chance that it also works in the WebGL build. So make sure you follow some tutorials if you don't know how to create a WebGL upload, and it will guide you through how to make the submission. And Itch.io page is very intuitive and very easy to follow through. So you can easily like it will guide you through how the submissions work. And that's all for the today's session. And if you have any questions, you can ask in the chat or raise your voice and ask directly. And yeah, so if we consider the benefits, you will create your first game, and we don't encourage of using copy paste or using someone else's game as yours, or creating a duplicate of something already exists. But we promote like make it adhere to the theme and make the game on your own or with your team. So you will create your first game and you will receive a digital certificates, and that's plus one game for your portfolio as a game developer. If there's no more questions, we can end the meeting for now. And I wish you all the best and have a great time. Have fun creating the game and utilize all the time possible, every time possible, and learn new things and be creative, be bold, be creative, and yeah, prioritize the gameplay and think of it as the player's perspective. Uh, Try to think of in the player's perspective, and all the best and good luck.